Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Darren Smith, and I am here to talk to you about a possible venture that I think would be very beneficial for you. Growing up, I've often been a member of my community, being black, being deaf, being a member of the LGBTQ. And one of the things I pride myself on is the ability to be able to advocate for my community, black, deaf, LGBTQ, all different issues, from education to HIV prevention to legal understanding, because I believe education is a very important thing. Now, one of the things I want to say is that we have managed to come with the idea for a nonprofit called the Baltimore Black Deaf Advocate, which would be a chapter of the national organization known as the National Black Deaf Advocates, which their primary role is to provide social justice advocacy, education, workshop, things of that nature. The difference between us and the difference between them is the fact that we will be a statewide organization that will primarily focus on several things: social justice advocacy, literacy advocacy, financial advocacy, because our focus is to enhance the quality of life for black, deaf, straight, gay, whatever, because that is what we have noticed to be a problem. However, we set ourselves apart from the National Advancement Association of Colored People because they have managed to look at things from a only black perspective. We don't. We look at it from a deaf, LGBTQ, disabled plus, all of these things. We have that luxury. We have that ability to think outside the box. So one of the things I want to be able to talk to you is about the funding. We will be able to devise different grants that would allow us to be able to provide workshops, domestic violence, sexual assault shelters, legal advocacy, making sure that they are properly represented. That's one thing. The foundation, however, is going to be a little bit different. The board of directors is going to be compiled of two people. The executive board, which is the president, vice president, treasurer, secretary, chapter representative. They have managed to be able to, be the full executive. That's one thing. The other thing is that the board of directors will also provide an oversight. The core services that we will be able to provide, as I mentioned, is, legal advocacy, social justice, and we will be scheduled as a 501c4, which will allow us to be able to politically be engaged, because politics is the way we can be able to, continue to engage with the community. So this is something I hope you will think and try to, invest and potentially, award the grant for us. I do appreciate your time, and I do appreciate your thought. And you have a blessed day. Good evening.